Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens and whales, and treasure isles and distant shores, where smugglers rowed with muffled oars. The poet says that long ago, when television was not invented, children used to read books, and books could be seen everywhere on their bookshelves, on the floor, and in the bedroom. Now he talks about all kinds of books and stories and genres that children used to read. Wondrous is marvelous, extremely good. Fine and fantastic tales, they would read the extraordinary, amazing, and wonderful books of dragons, gypsies, some of queens, and whales. So these were the stories, these were the tales that they used to read. Please mark them and learn them. Treasure isles is treasure islands. Distant shores, the faraway coasts. Some tales where smugglers rowed with muffled oars. Smugglers are people who are involved in illegal transportation of goods. Rowed, rowing is propelling or pushing a boat forwards using the oars. Muffled means quiet, and oars are the poles used for rowing the boat, used for pushing the boat. Rowed with muffled oars means rowing quietly. Smugglers rowing quietly. When you muffle the oars, it doesn't make any noise while rowing. So stories of smugglers rowing with muffled oars. And pirates wearing purple pants, and sailing ships and elephants, and cannibals crouching round the pot, stirring away at something hot. It smells so good. What can it be? Pirates are people who attack and rob ships at the sea. The poet says that children used to read stories of pirates wearing purple pants and imagery. Cannibals are people who eat the flesh of other human beings. Crouching is sitting in a position where the knees are bent and the body is brought forward and down. So the body is lowered close to the ground in this position. Again an imagery. Visualize the cannibals sitting around a pot in which something is being cooked, stirring away at something hot. They are cooking something, stirring the food in the dish, in the pot, and it smells good. The poet wonders, what can it be? It smells so good, what can it be? Good gracious, it's Penelope. So what is it that these cannibals are cooking? Again, the answer has been given by the poet. It is probably Penelope. Now, there can be multiple interpretations of this line. This is an additional information. First, Penelope is the name of a dish. Second, Penelope in Greek mythology was the beautiful wife of Odysseus, and according to her source, she was killed by cannibals. Third, perhaps these cannibals represent the suitors who were desirous of marrying Penelope because of their greed for sumptuous dowry, as she possessed great wealth. But she deceived them blind and refused to marry any of them and remained faithful to her husband Odysseus. The exact reason for mentioning Penelope here remains unknown. but these are the possible interpretations. So the cannibals were cooking Penelope. Next, the younger ones had Beatrix Potter with Mr. Toad, the dirty rotter, and Squirrel Nutkin, Pigling Bland, and Mrs. Tiggywinkle, and just how the camel got his hump, and how the monkey lost his rump, and Mr. Toad, and bless my soul, there's Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole. Now the poet is giving us a list of writers and books that the children used to read. He says that the younger ones, the children in those days, used to read Beatrix Potter. She was an English writer, and The Tale of Mr. Toad is a book by her. Rotter means an unkind person. And in the story, Mr. Toad is a fox, very clever and crafty. Hence, a rotter. Then, Squirrel Nutkin, Pigling Bland, The Tale of Mrs. Tiggywinkle were children's books written by Beatrix Potter. Then, book by Rudyard Kipling, How the Camel Got His Hump. Another story, How the Monkey Lost His Rump. And Mr. Toad, and bless my soul, there's Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole. These are characters in the children's book, The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Graham. So you are expected to mark all these, all the names, number all the books, writers, characters listed here, and learn them. Oh, books! What books they used to know, those children living long ago. So these are the books that the children used to read when television was not invented. The poet is happily recalling and mentioning the fine and fantastic books and tales that children used to read. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. There is a change in the poet's tone. He is now requesting the parents to throw the television set away, and it is a sincere appeal. And he has written words like please, we beg, we pray. He is asking them anxiously and eagerly. It is his earnest request, an urgent request. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away. And in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. He is requesting them to throw the television, the monster, the idiotic thing away, and instead install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. Then fill the shelves with lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks. The screams, the yells, the bites and kicks, and children hitting you with sticks. He says that parents should fill the bookshelves with lots and lots of books for their children to read. He again anticipates what will happen if parents uninstall television and replace it with a bookshelf. How the children will react to this. Please mark. Children will, number 1, give them dirty looks. Dirty looks, they'll look at them in anger, they'll make faces. Number 2, they will scream and yell. Yell, is shout. Number 3, they will bite and kick their parents. And number 4, hit them with sticks. Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they'll now begin to feel the need of having something to read. The poet assures the parents that this aggressive behavior of their children won't last long. Fear not, he's saying, do not worry, we promise you. In a week or two, when children won't have anything to do, they will gradually take to reading. They will feel the need to read books. And once they start, oh boy, you watch the slowly growing joy that fills their hearts. Again, exclamation mark. He says, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy is used to express surprise or excitement. He is excited. He is happy about it. He feels that once children start reading books, there is no going back. They will thoroughly enjoy reading books. Reading will fill their hearts with joy and happiness. They'll grow so keen, they'll wonder what they'd ever seen in that ridiculous machine. That nauseating, foul, unclean, repulsive television screen. The poet feels that children will become so fond of reading books that they will wonder why they used to watch television at all. And he calls television a ridiculous machine. Ridiculous is something silly. They'll grow so keen they'll wonder what they'd ever seen in that ridiculous machine, that nauseating, foul, unclean, repulsive television screen. So, this is how he describes a television set: nauseating, sickening, foul, unpleasant and offensive, unclean, immoral, and repulsive is disgusting. Please learn all the adjectives that he has used to describe a television set: ridiculous machine, nauseating, foul, unclean, and repulsive. Besides these, he also calls television set a monster and an idiotic thing. And later, each and every kid will love you more for what you did. The poet is confident and certain that children will thank their parents and love them for replacing the television set with a bookshelf. There are two major themes in the poem. First is importance of reading books. The poet feels that reading develops our thoughts and imagination besides giving us knowledge. It sharpens our mind and memory and enhances our imagination. When children read, they imagine and picturize the characters and places. So, reading, according to Roald Dahl, is the best form of entertainment. Therefore, children should be encouraged to read in their free time. Another important message is another major theme is the harmful effects of television on children. Watching television for long hours makes children lazy. It kills their imagination dead. It hinders their ability to think. The television programs are trash. Children just sit on the couch idly. The prolonged watching of television weakens their eyesight, it fills their mind with junk, it hypnotizes them, they become dull, their powers of thinking rust and freeze. So, the message of the poem is loud and clear that parents should not allow their children to watch television because of selfish reasons. They should instead replace television with a bookshelf so that children can immerse themselves in good books in their free time. And for this, their children will thank them and love them.